also at the ticker that will be scrolling across the bottom of your screen.
Fox 13 News at 6 starts now with breaking news.
Round 3 of the winter blast is happening right now. It's snow as far as the eye can see across the Fox 13 viewing area. We are under that winter storm warning that started at midnight, and it's going to last for at least another 24 hours.
Well, Daryl, the big story right now, of course, the roads. Look at visibility right now. You can barely see. This is a live look at one of our TDOT cameras at I-40 at White Station.
And take a look at this. We got this video from Drone 13. Drone pilot Howard Langston shot this just a little while ago. It shows the snow covering the campus of the University of Memphis as it was coming down.
And of course, this video right here, it does look pretty, but it is causing nightmares for drivers. We cannot say this enough. We'll say it again and again. If you can, please stay home.
We're not kidding about that either. That's not just something to say. It is dangerous out there. Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Joey Selepak can attest to that as he continues to track this system in Severe Weather Center 13. Joey?
This is going to be one of those storms that people talk about for years to come, and it's going to be a benchmark, I think, for us. 22 degrees right now, a wind chill of 10. The hard freezing continues as the snow continues to fall. So many of us saying in person, online, I cannot believe it is still snowing so hard, and that there is this much more on the way in. The dark blues, we don't normally see that, much less in this sort of volume, but it's exactly as we predicted and have been preparing you for over 10 days now. And keep in mind, those totals are looking remarkable as we go into the next few hours. And it's not a small storm. We're still seeing more. And exactly as we told you yesterday, we're now beginning to see that sleet and freezing rain component begin to the south here in Mississippi. Be careful if you're traveling anywhere, of course, but in Mississippi, our friends there starting to throw some ice into the mixture. The winter storm warning goes until 6 o'clock. Tomorrow, we do expect all of this to stick around until the weekend. We stay below freezing, and this is your air temp tonight. We are hovering in sort of that sweet spot for snow formation. 23 to 25 degrees. Your wind chill, of course, is dropping more. I'm going to say 15 on average. You got to be layered up. Coming up, we're going to talk about snow totals, how much we expect to see, and when we finally begin to thaw out. All of that will come up in just about 17 minutes. Right now, we want to get a look at how those roadways are looking, because they are treacherous. And so, fortunate for you, unfortunate for him, because I know it's cold. Let's go live on the street to Fox 13 meteorologist Yasser Kish. Hey, Yasser.
How's it going, Joey? You're going to really want to pay attention to this, Joey, because when we started the show at 5 o'clock, we measured how much snow. We got an inch, and in just the past hour, check that out, almost 2 inches of snow now. In an hour, we picked up an inch. That's how fast the snow is coming down. 1 inch per hour here in Memphis right now. This is no joke. We have seen conditions go downhill in a pretty big way in that time between 5 and 6 o'clock. A lot more people are certainly going slower. Even those big vehicles out here, you can't even really see where the road is or isn't. It is just everything is white out here. So please, please, please stay home. Take your time if you're going to be traveling on these roads. But again, better yet, stay home altogether. Make sure you clear all the snow off your car. It's so important that the drivers can see all of your car as well. When everything's white like this and your car also has that snow on it, it's going to make it very hard for others to see you. Keep that in mind. But again, stay home if you can. Nobody needs to be out here. This honestly looks like what they deal with in the north when the snow is coming down very hard and they can barely even keep up with it and cities shut down. So if the cities in the north shut down when it looks like this, you know Memphis is going to be shut down and you need to stay home as well. Reporting live outside, I'm meteorologist Yasser Kish.
All right, thank you, Yasser. Now we continue our team coverage as this winter weather continues through the night. We want to make sure that you stay as safe as possible with the most information at your fingertips.
Traffic tracker first, Daryl. Now, right now, heavy snow is falling. We have been stressing this for a bit here. These roads are dangerous. They are hazardous right now.
It's not just the guys, it's the visibility, too. Fox 13's Greg Coy is on the road. Now, again, Greg is in our traffic tracker. It's designed for this kind of weather. Greg, you're on Rangeline Road, if I'm seeing this right, going to Fraser?
Yeah, we just crossing over Fraser Boulevard right now. We give you a look at what we're seeing. I can just kind of basically echo what Yasser was saying, that, you know what, look at the road right there. You can hardly see where it may have been paved or not. We just see fresh snow on top of it. The traffic tracker being driven by photojournalist Kim Walker only going about less than 30 miles an hour, and we've got four-wheel. The conditions are really compounded now. We told you about 5:30 how hard it was to see because of all the snow, the wind blowing at us. You add nightfall like you see right now on top of this, and it's really making driving very treacherous. As we said before, really think hard and long before you head outside and what the reason is that you want to go outside. And one of the things we pointed out at 5 o'clock, the fact that we've got brand new wipers. There may be a time where your car may not have the best type of wiper blades on that windshield, and it can compound the situation even more. So we're on the road here with the traffic tracker, and we'll continue to monitor the situation throughout the evening. Live with the traffic tracker in Fraser, I'm Greg Coy, Fox 13 News.
All right, thank you, Greg. Now, look, we've been saying this all week. If you don't have to be out there, stay home. You don't want to get caught in this, I promise you. This is video from one of our T-Dot cameras. I-40 at Warford from just a little bit ago. Several vehicles were involved in a crash. All three lanes shut down, pushing traffic to the side. Not much of an option right now because you don't know what the side is. You can't see because of the snow. It took hours to get this area to where traffic is even moving off to the right and getting past that accident. Now, despite the city's pleas for people to stay home, a lot of people are on the roads today taking chances. Fox 13's Dominique Dillon is live in Berkeley. Dominique, you've been watching how the conditions have deteriorated just over the last couple of hours.
Things were bad enough this morning after the snow iced over, but now I can tell you firsthand things are even worse. If you take a look around me, you can see the snow is coming down, and not only that, but it's dark. Now, look behind me. You can see most cars are taking their time, and it's important you do so, too. I was just driving, and the visibility is very low. This is about a 35-mile-per-hour area. And I'll tell you, I was going about 15 miles per hour because I could barely see out of my windshield. So it's good most people are taking their time because take a look at that. The police are out here helping shovel and push somebody who got stuck in the snow. That's why it's so important that you take your time on the roads because we've been seeing this all day. People stuck in the snow. You can see that wheel is just turning and turning, and they can't get out. Take a listen to what others said that they did to make sure that they were safe on the roads.
The roads are fine, it's the drivers. You know, people want to pull in front of you, somebody want to drive too fast. But, you know, you got to kind of keep your distance and stay alert.
So, once again, the police, they've been here for about 10 minutes trying to get people or get this person unstuck. So it's so important that you take your time because in the next few days, things will get worse. The snow will melt and then it'll refreeze again, and that could be potential for black ice. Very, very dangerous. So stay off the roads if you can. Reporting live in Berkeley, Dominique Dillon, Fox 13 News.
Thank you so much, Dominique. MLG&W is asking customers to limit their water usage through Friday. Sub-freezing temperatures are causing broken water mains. It is also lowering the water pressure. Reservoir levels at several pumping stations, they are also low. Fox 13's Siobhan Riley is joining us in Shelby County to explain what this means for you and your family. Hey, Siobhan.
Hey, Darcy, let's say you are taking a shower or you're doing like I'm doing. You're washing dishes and you are trying to get everything clean. Just make sure that you limit how often you turn the dishwater on. Don't keep it on the whole time. Be sure at some point you need to turn it off. Even at our Fox 13 studio, we did notice that the water pressure was very low in the building in some areas. MLGW noticed several broken water mains, so it's one of the few factors leading to issues across the system. Here's some advice. Try to hold off on washing your clothes until Friday if you can. Limit your shower time, as we just mentioned, and you can also take steps to avoid frozen pipes.
When the temperatures were in single digits, we recommended that the customers let their water do a slow run, run slowly. However, as the temperature increased into double digits, we are asking our customers to go back to the drip. During the single digits, you needed more than just the drops to prevent your water pipes from freezing.
Also, be sure to turn off your water connection to your home if your pipes do freeze. MLGW says they cannot remember a time, not many times has this happened, where they've had to tell people to take these steps. But again, they want you to be sure to keep your water, limit your water source until Friday. Live in Shelby County, Siobhan Riley, Fox 13 News.
We also want to remind you about a great tool that you can use to keep up with the latest on this winter weather. It is our Fox 13 weather app. You can track storms with our interactive radar, video forecast. There's live streaming the newscasts from Fox 13. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy. Just download our Fox 13 weather app now.
At a White House COVID briefing earlier today, the COVID-19 response coordinator admitted that this extreme weather is causing issues for vaccine distribution.
The weather's having an impact. It's having an impact on distribution and deliveries from the delivery companies and the distribution companies. People are working as hard as they can, given the importance of getting the vaccines to the states and to providers.
The administration added that they're encouraging governors and other partners to extend their hours once they're able to reopen, saying that some vaccination sites do operate 24/7 and through the weekends.
Customers with Entergy have been experiencing rolling blackouts. Coming up, we're going to break down if there will be any more blackouts in the near future.
It's their job to keep order. But when they go too far, who holds them accountable?
I have asked the director to investigate where they were trying to clear the street.
In a Fox 13 investigation after months of calls, emails, and interview requests.
Begging for justice was actually more traumatic for me than just accepting what was happening.
We ask if who breaks the law is more important than the law itself.
They are explicitly looking how to protect the officer.
Tonight at 9:45 on Fox 13 News.
The Southland team is back on the floor, and we invite you to come back too.
We've reopened the sports book, spaced out the slots and tables,
and fired up the food service.
We've always been closer. Now we're closer to normal.
When you're injured, the insurance company hopes you'll hire the wrong law firm. You're smarter than that. You deserve better. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South. Her civil rights activism changed the lives of students across the South, but it also prevented her from teaching here in Memphis, the city she helped change. Elaine Turner impacted thousands of lives across the school systems who weren't afraid of her spirit.
They're still here. We still have some of the same battles to win.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making, sponsored by AT&T Business Fiber.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making, sponsored by Henderson Funeral Home. 100% family-owned with a new location coming to South Haven.
The President's Day sale ends Sunday at Bartlett Home Furnishings. Save big with up to 50% off retail. In stock or special orders. Save again with interest-free financing. But hurry, the President's Day sale ends Sunday at Bartlett Home Furnishings.
Discover where a career at FedEx can take you. We have opportunities for advancement and other great benefits. Part-time and full-time positions available, with pay starting as high as $18 an hour. For all the details, visit FedExIsHiring.com.
Factory Direct Pool and Spa Sale at Family Leisure. Deep discounts on all pools and spas. Don't miss out.
A chicken sandwich that hits different. Breaded by hand for a crunchy, juicy bite. And it's Burger King. Yeah, our hand breading is as good as our flame grilling. The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Get it in the 2 for $5 mix and match deal.
The Southland team is back on the floor, and we invite you to come back too.
We're taking bets in the sports book, keeping the slots and tables rolling,
and firing up the steakhouse.
We've always been closer. Now we're closer to normal.
This is Fox 13 News.
Save your electricity for the next few days to prevent a power outage, one that's not an accident. That's what the electric companies and state leaders throughout the Mid-South are warning as we continue to get the snow piling up outside.
Well, thousands of people in Mississippi and in Arkansas are dealing with rolling blackouts. This happened last night. They were trying to save power, but right now more than 25,000 customers are still without power. Fox 13's Tony Sloan has been talking with state leaders about the outages. He's joining us live this evening in Olive Branch. Tony, did they say if there will be any more outages tonight or even tomorrow?
Well, Darcy, Arkansas Governor Hutchinson tweeted a couple of hours ago that it is possible in the natural state, and the Public Service Commissioner for the Northern District of Mississippi says it's possible in Mississippi as well. Last night, Entergy had to do rolling blackouts across its system in 7 states, including Arkansas and Mississippi, to help reserve power. Now, those rolling outages were over by around 9 p.m. Electric cooperatives have reduced power outages across Mississippi from a peak of 64,000 down to 17,000 people in just a matter of days. Mississippi Northern District Public Service Commissioner Brandon Presley says right now here in DeSoto County, there's nothing to worry about.
Right now, no outages of any high significance, not really anything outside of the norm of what we would see. Make sure that they're just being conscientious about their energy use right now to make sure that we keep the lights on for everybody, and we don't see in Mississippi what we've seen in Texas and in other places.
Updated numbers now from Entergy says around 25,000, maybe around 26,000 people have had power outages within the past few hours here, and millions of people in Texas have had to deal with outages because of a lot of demand during these winter storms. Commissioner Presley says as we go into tonight and we weigh out the impact of round 2 of this storm, there should be more outages as it produces ice and freezing rain in north central Mississippi and down into the Delta. So what can you do? You can limit your use of electricity as much as you can until things start to get back to normal. Live in Olive Branch, Tony Sloan, Fox 13 News.
Thank you, Tony. And today we heard from MLGW about what could cause outages in Memphis.
When we have windstorms, rainstorms, snowstorms, and it affects our equipment, that is why we have power lost for our customers. But as far as a reliable system, we have a very reliable system, so we don't lose power from our supplier. It's generally due to equipment that's been impacted some kind of way, but not from our supplier.
I want to remind everybody, too, if you're without power and heat, or you know someone who needs a place to go, there are warming centers open. The Hollywood Community Center on Hollywood Street. Another is at the Ruth Tate Senior Center. That's on Marjorie Street. Plus the Lewis Senior Center, which is at 1188 North Parkway. All of those are open until further notice, according to the city.
Well, for the second day in a row, FedEx says that it is dealing with service disruptions. The company is telling us that its Memphis hub is having intermittent issues dealing with frozen pipes affecting some areas. This comes one day after they reported disruption due to our weather conditions. Now, they are also warning everyone some of your packages could be delayed.
22 degrees outside, wind chill of 10. The snow continues to come down, and for mid-southerners, what a rare sight. I mean, so much snow, so many heavy bands, constantly, continuously. Beautiful to look at, but those totals are really adding up. You see the darker blues indicating impressive snowfall. And just as we told you yesterday, look what's happening across central Mississippi. Seeing a transition to some sleet and freezing rain near the Tupelo corridor towards Coffeyville. This is going to be just south of Ole Miss and the Oxford region. Just be careful everywhere, but we're throwing an ice component down in that area. This is what's going to happen. This continues overnight. You can see 12 to 12:30 tonight, midnight. Still looking at snow in Memphis and surrounding areas. A little bit more of the freezing rain south of that. Gets a little bit of a break around 2 to 4 in the morning. It calms down momentarily, kicks right back into gear as we go between 6 and 8, and it starts to move across West Tennessee. But now we're watching the last of this sort of sputter out as it moves on to the east. Starts to gain momentum 10 to 10:30, Corinth, New Albany, but we're more quiet back in Arkansas. And I think by noon on, we're now dealing with just cold conditions and going into the deep freeze for Thursday night, Friday morning. These, I think, are some pretty conservative overall totals. So far today at the airport, going into 5 p.m., 2.3 inches of snow was measured. I also heard from a reliable source in Collierville, they got 4 inches of snow in that same time period. So you can see how these numbers can change depending on where you're standing. But we're looking at 4 to 6 plus inches of snow from this event alone, right along that Memphis line going up to the northeast. 2 to 5 is still in play on either side of that band. And, of course, we're looking at a bigger ice risk, as we've been telling you, in North Mississippi. Temperatures tonight, keep you inside if you can, by the fire, get some hot chocolate, whatever you like, and just stay warm and off those ridiculous roads. Mid-15 range for your wind chill, and that's going to carry into tomorrow, where we're watching the snow continuing to fall, but less impressive. More banding, more breaks in between, starting to sputter out and fall apart between 10 a.m. and noon. 17 degrees for your lunch hour, and then 29 degrees for that afternoon high. Stay bundled up. Make sure you're taking those breaks. And I want to just throw this in there. Kids going outside to play, warn them away from water. If you see, and a lot of these waterways, I'm seeing photos, are so covered you don't even see them. So if you know you've got a pond, a stream, a creek somewhere in the property that you're playing near, take extra precautions to avoid that water. Saw some pictures today of kids who went through the ice in a local lake and were able to get out. That's just too dangerous. Here's your next 7 days, and we begin to thaw out Saturday, Sunday. Look at next week. We'll be close to 60 by Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll be remembering this. Actually, for years to come, you're going to be remembering this storm. Temperatures on Saturday and Sunday, upper 30s and then the mid-40s with showers returning. You are watching Fox 13 News at 6.
Wolf Chase Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Bartlett is celebrating the President's Day sales event with the Mount Rushmore of savings, inventory, credit approval, and customer care. New Dodge Chargers only $24,829 or 0% 72 months, plus $3,000 cash allowance. New Dodge Challengers only $26,273 or 0% for 72 months, plus $1,000 cash allowance.
Hey, folks, no one beat the Wolf Chase deal. I mean, not now and not ever.
Wolf Chase! Wolf Chase! In Bartlett. I'm attorney Corey B. Trotz. At Team NST, we get lots of car and truck wreck referrals.
So a coworker recommended NST, and after doing my online research, I decided to give them a call.
For fast help, call 683-7000 or visit us on the web.
I feel like NST is a powerful firm and down to earth.
We're NST, champions for injured people.
NST is the best law firm around, definitely, and I'd recommend them to anyone. Call 683-7000.
Oh, not now.
Yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
I know what to do.
What's that?
I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Oh, nice save.
Saving the day is easy. With CashNet USA.
When you need money fast, be the hero. Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need now.
It's a first of its kind from Toyota. The perfect blend of style, sophisticated design, and performance. The experts agree. Introducing the all-new 2021 Venza from Toyota. With advanced all-wheel drive and a hybrid powertrain as standard equipment. Delivering 219 horsepower for quick acceleration and 39 combined MPG that can take you 565 miles between fill-ups. Now you can lease a Venza for just $279 a month. Venza, first of its kind. Toyota, let's go places.
Talk to a few people about their favorite color, and you'll hear a few different answers. Talk to the Tennessee Education Lottery, and you'll only hear one. All of them. That's because we think they each bring out the best in one another, just like every one of our employees. After all, at the Tennessee Education Lottery, we believe diversity starts from within. That's why we celebrate inclusion every day. The Tennessee Education Lottery. Game-changing, diversity-embracing fun.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South. Her civil rights activism changed the lives of students across the South, but it also prevented her from teaching here in Memphis, the city she helped change. Elaine Turner impacted thousands of lives across the school systems who weren't afraid of her spirit.
They're still here. We still have some of the same battles to win.
Fox 13 celebrates Black History in the Making, sponsored by N.J. Ford & Sons Funeral Home.
For more than 15 years, Opox AC and Heating Services has been keeping the Mid-South
warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
Opox is currently offering Nest thermostats and iWave R air purifiers that destroy the COVID-19 virus and any foreign germs or bacteria in your home or workplace. Count on Opox for fast and professional 24-hour heating and cooling services. Count on Opox.
13 News at 6 starts now with breaking news.
And just a reminder, MATA is stopping service immediately. They stopped right at the top of the hour, near 6 o'clock. They were expected to wrap up about 6:45, which is early, but they needed to pull their vehicles off the roads because the driving conditions are just terrible. Now, of course, we're looking for updates. Tomorrow's services, when we get them, will be posted on MATA's Facebook and Twitter pages. All right, now here's a sight you don't see every day in Memphis. We spotted someone on cross-country skis this afternoon. No vehicle pulling them. Much safer this way. This was on the sidewalk right outside our TV station here at the University of Memphis. Remember, you can send us your pictures and your video, and we prefer that you take those pictures and video safely. We've made it easy for you to get them to us, too. Log on to fox13memphis.com. There's a button at the top right of the screen there that says Share with Us. Once you get there, hit Add Your Media, and it comes right into our servers.
Well, a viewer also sent us this adorable video. This is 14-month-old Kendall. She's bundled up, and her dad helps her make her first snow angel. Kind of moves her legs, he moves her arms, and her mommy, Monica, records it all. Oh, I remember those days.
That's a real angel doing a snow angel. That's what that is. That's beautiful.
It was adorable. Hey, Joey.
Hey there, guys. Now, we're continuing to watch heavy snow. We'll have a fresh update tonight at 9.
Please be careful if you do have to hit the roadways tonight.
TMZ is next. We're back here tonight for an update on this winter weather blast at 9 p.m. Stay with us.
For complete winter storm coverage.